ये शुरू किया 5 o'clock की start. हाँ 1 घंटा
1 hour.
What time is it now?
Everything is
1 hour and a half.
1.5.
हाँ.
How is good? Sacinandana Prabhu, how are you? Good? Oh, very hot. Not India.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Keval Bhagati Satma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Keval Bhagati Satma. Bandha mui savadhan mate. Bandha mui
Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Vama Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhaktivedanta Tripur Maharaj ki jai, Shri Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhakti Rakshak Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Shri Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhakti Chivanjanadin Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhakti Madhur Maharaj ki, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Gaur Krishna Das Babu Maharaj ki jai, Sacinandana Shri Bhakti Thakur ki jai, Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Babu Maharaj ki jai, Shri Gaur Siddhanta Charishla Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai, Anantapuri Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samaguru Vrinda ki jai, Go Pramanande, Hari Bo.
More room here. Who is playing harmonium? Where is the harmonium?
Nalini did you?
Do you bring harmonium? No.
There's no harmonium here. We could have brought it from my place. I didn't know. We have the small one at my place.
In your house was harmonium, no?
Yes, a small one.
Do you want to go and get it?
Needed the key.
Shall I? Huh? We have to go and get the harmonium.
I'll do both.
It's Edison, it's past. Oh yes.
I'll keep the name. So 1.5 hours for singing.
But nobody heard you sing yet.
Huh?
But you did not sing yet.
You are singing.
I was singing, you were singing, not singing.
Acha Mahaprabhu.
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaye Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namine. So before speaking, I offer pranam in lotus feet of Guru Pad Padmaniti Lila Pravishta Vishnu Pad Stotra Sutta Shri Srimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and to all our Gauri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, to Sripad Bhaktivedanta Ban Maharaj, to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, please accept my humble obeisances. So Maharaj asked me to speak 2 words. So I already spoke more than 2 words.
Louder.
Louder, okay. So we're very fortunate again that Sripad Bhaktivedanta Van Maharaj is blessing us with his association here in Brighton. Been coming to Brighton for many years, and he was making special effort. And I think this time he's only in Brighton. Is that correct? No London. That's it. So now Brighton is officially better than London. So we're very fortunate. Why? Because without the mercy of Vaishnavas, then it's very difficult for us to progress on this path of pure bhakti. Not very difficult, but actually impossible. We cannot progress on this path without, unless we are very fortunate and blessed, but without the association and the mercy of Vaishnavas, then it's very difficult for us. So my Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he used to travel around the world and he would say, I have come to remind you. He would always say like this, I have come to remind you. Because in association, then we remember, we become very enthusiastic and very fired up for Krishna consciousness. But then as association moves to another place, I'm talking for myself actually, not for anybody else. Then we become more and more, we forget and we forget and we forget again, because we are conditioned jivas, right? So, and then again sadhu comes to remind us of Krishna and the practice and pure bhakti and the ultimate goal of human life. So Vaishnava Sangha is so important that there are many examples of even the Supreme Lord himself associating or desiring to associate with Vaishnavas. So we will hear, I think, anyway, I don't want to be presumptuous, but we will hear about that this evening, because today is the appearance day? Is it? Disappearance day of Sri Raya Ramananda. So Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, then he desired very much to visit and hear from Sri Raya Ramananda. Why? Because Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Krishna himself, but he has come to taste and understand the moods of his beloved Srimati Radhika. Shri radhaya pranaya kidrisu vanayava swadyo yenadbhute madhurima kidrisu vanayava sokyam chasya madhanubhavitam kidrisam vetilobat tat bhavad samadhani sachigava sindhu harindu. So Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to understand the mahima, the glories of Srimati Radhika's love for him, and also to understand the wonderful qualities in himself that she relishes through that love, and also to understand the ananda, the happiness that she feels when she relishes that love. So therefore, Krishna, coming as Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he needed some help to understand this, because Krishna is Swam Bhagavan. He's not a devotee as such. He's devoted to all of his devotees, but he doesn't understand the mood of his devotees. So Krishna wanted to understand the mood of his greatest devotee, that is Srimati Radhika. And in order to do this, then he had to take instruction from those who are coming in this Leela as Vaishnavas, Sri Raya Ramananda, but in Krishna Leela, who is Raya Ramananda? She is Vishakha Sakhi, nearest and dearest of Srimati Radhika. So when Krishna comes, he does not come alone. When Caitanya Mahaprabhu comes also, he brings all of his near and dear associates. So Svarupa Damodara came also, who is Lalita Saki, and Raya Ramananda, as I said, VIshakha-devi. So therefore, Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Godavari, and he heard Harikatha from Sri Raya Ramananda, wonderful Harikatha, that my Guru Maharaj, he very much emphasized this Harikatha. And I remember in Purushottam month, Jagannath Puri, I think twice or 3 times maybe, we heard this Raya Ramananda Sambad. Many times also in Gurudev's traveling around the world. And one wonderful book, English version of this Raya Ramananda Sambad, Srila Gurudev published. Gurudev said there were 5 very powerful chapters of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and that is like Ras Panchadhyay, the 5 chapters of the Rasa dance. There are also 5 chapters in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Maybe they have to help me out. There's Rupa Shiksha, Sri Sanatan Shiksha, Sri Raya Ramananda Sambad, Jagannath Puri Leela, Rathayatra, and
the conversation between Sarvabhauma and
possibly. We can hear from Maharaj anyway.
The 4th chapter of the first chapter, first Adi Leela, 4th chapter. Yeah, Radha Tattva. Okay.
So Srila Gurudev, he very much emphasized this Raya Ramananda Sambad. And why? Because there's so many wonderful teachings within that. Because Mahaprabhu, he asks, what is the goal of human life? And then in progression, then Raya Ramananda, he very beautifully answers, step by step, from the beginning to the very topmost, how the ultimate goal or activity of human life, if you like, right up to Krishna-prema, and then eventually Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, nobody has ever spoken this high before, so he stopped him from speaking, right? So we'll be hearing about this tonight, that Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he took shelter of Vaishnavas like this and heard Harikatha. So we will also tonight hear from Sripad Bhaktivedanta Vana Maharaj, all about these topics of Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayoja, and all of these things. So thank you for allowing me to speak, Maharaj, and Hare Krishna, Vancha Bhakti.
This week, give to him.
Sure, no.
Speak few words. Just you like. Give to mic to him.
From where he is, no problem. Pass it back.
Oh, he's going to force me. Oh, Maharaj. Yeah, just cabinet.
Press the button.
I think you gotta switch it on. Yeah.
Oh, switch on. That's a good idea. Hello.
Hello. Om Gyan Saramandasya Gyanjana Salakaya Chakshur Meditam Yana Tashmai Shri Guru Maha Panchakapa Turbischa Kripasundevicha Patitanam Pavarabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namah Trinada Pisa Nichana Tarora Pisa Haishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtani Sada Hari Tate Nukampam Susamik Shamano Bunjana Atma Vikampi Pakam Hit Back Papadevi Nimastana Tate Nukampam Susamik Shamano Bunjana Vitma Krita Pikam Hit back of Davidam Namaste, Jivata Yamukta Saya Dadaya Bak, Anya Balasata Sunyam, Gyan Kamadhyana Vritam, Anu Kalanya Krishna Shilanam, Bhakti Uttama, Harinama-maha-mantra Maiva Kevalam, Kalanasti Vagati Anyata, Jai Gurudev, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Sarupa Rupanuka Guruvag Jai Raghunath Das Goswami, Jai Rupa Goswami, Jai Nitai, Jai Gauranga, Jai Jai Shri Radha Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Shivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I pay my humble obeisances to my illustrious and beautiful, most merciful Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, to all the assembled devotees, to our extraordinarily magnanimous and compassionate parampara, to our beautiful Srila Gurudev Bon Maharaj, and to anyone else who wants blessings. Hari Bol. Dandavat pranams. My Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, took a lot of risks when he was preaching on the planet. He is, of course, still here. It's important to always refer to our Gurudev as extant on the planet, in the heart. Even if his physical Vapu presence is not here, his Vani is actually even closer. So whenever you hear yourself saying, oh, Gurudev did this or he did that, he does this. He is in the present, because we know Vaishnavas never die. Vaishnava's Vani actually becomes even more potent after they disappear from our presence, because we're not compromised by the, if you like, the sentimentality of the familiar relationship. We can focus on the Vani of Guru. Actually, when Gurudev leaves, that's not an excuse for us to become weak in our bhakti. It's actually an opportunity to become stronger in our bhakti as we digest and absorb the Vani of Gurudev in the most direct and intimate relationship possible, without any physical, if you like, impediments or distractions. So Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, he takes great risks with his Vani, because in many other Gaudiya mats, they have a more cautious, valid, by the way, no criticism, they have a much more cautious approach to preaching in general. But our Srila Gurudev, his preaching is most magnanimous, risk-taking, and extraordinary. In the third part of the Jaiva Dharma, in the introduction, in the preface, and it's quite an amusing little bit where he says, where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, he says this topic is the third section of Jaiva Dharma, is the Rasik topic. And he says this subject matter should not be distributed generally. It is too high class for the general population, so we should not be preaching it. But actually, no harm. We'll preach it because anybody who shouldn't be digesting it won't understand it anyhow. So it's self-encoded. And you can kind of hear him have a little chuckle as he said it, you know. But our Srila Gurudev, as he decided to preach these high topics, he was doing so because he knew that if he didn't, these most Rasik topics would be lost forever. So he was doing the world such an extraordinary, magnanimous favor to distribute these topics in such a beautiful way. Like his emphasis was on not on the anartha nivritti, but on the anartha nivritti, but the artha pravritti. In other words, the path of attraction. It wasn't the anartha, so I'll explain that for maybe the one or two people who are reasonably new. So anartha nivritti, artha means wealth. The wealth that's in your heart. The wealth that's in your heart is not the house you own or the wife you have or the money or the reputation. It's the bhakti, it's the love, it's the devotion. It's that which can never be taken away from you. That devotion can never be taken away from you. They can cut your legs off, they can cut your arms off, they can cut your ears off. I won't go any further. They can cut everything off, but they can't take your devotion. So artha is what you want in your heart. So anartha is what you don't want. So anartha nivritti, anartha means all those things you don't want, like lust and greed. I don't just mean sexual lust, but lust for things, lust for power, lust for possessions, lust for control. we're conditioned with these things, but the truth is we can try to nivritti, we could try to clean nivritti, the anartas, forever. We can come back for 1 trillion births, but we will still be unclean. Krishna consciousness is not a game where you are chasing for purity. Many devotees misunderstand this. They get egoically wrapped up in the chase for purity. We will never be pure on our own. It is not even of interest for us to try to be pure. What we want is we want attraction, we want greed, and if we don't have greed, we want greed for the artha pravritti. We want all the wealthy things in our hearts. We want the pastimes of Radha and Krishna to be flowing in our hearts all day long, naturally, without even effort. And we want the pastimes, firstly, of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu to doing the same. When that Leela is flowing in our hearts, when we feel connected, oh, it's so easy. The Anarta Nivritti will happen naturally. You won't want to be doing those nonsense things because you have the higher taste, as Prabhupada came to give us the higher taste, and Gurudev is helping Prabhupada deliver that higher taste. So Gurudev is the natural manifestation or conclusion of Prabhupada's teachings by saying to us, go for the goal, the sadhya. The sadhya is to be a maidservant to Radharani. Shoot for the rhino. Shoot for the highest thing. What's the point of messing around in all the rituals if you don't understand what the sadhya is? But there is one very big warning. Well, he didn't really say it as a warning, but I'm saying it as a general reminder to everybody. It's very easy to get caught up in these pastimes and start to try and enjoy them like they're a movie and they're here to make us feel good. No, that's not the goal. We have to establish the relationship with the sadhya. The relationship with the sadhya is not to enjoy the pastimes, but to serve them. Because that is our manifest destiny, is to become maidservants of Radharani. So all we care about, Anya Balasta Sunyam Gyan Kamadena Vriktam, and Kalenya Krishna Shilam Bhakti Uttama. We don't want happiness for ourselves. We're not interested in our own happiness. We're interested in their love increasing all the time. And by the way, our byproduct is happiness, but that's not what our goal is. We're not seeking to enjoy their pastimes, we're seeking to serve them, and that will make us happy all the time. But one thing very important to remember is that while the goal is the most spontaneous and expansive of unlimited pastimes to unfold in our heart, we have to remember that the pathway, the Abhidheya, is actually quite narrow and very defined by Srila Gurudev as being the pathway as taught by Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. This is what I'm saying is while... Yeah, clap them, don't clap me, clap them. This is our pathway. We are Rupa-nugas. We are Raganugas, but we are Rupa-nugas. And we are... Can you be Raghunath Nugas? I don't know, that's a new one. But Raghunath Das Goswami followed Rupa Goswami, follows Lalit. Sakhi follows Radharani. We're in that pathway, so it's very important to have the lofty ambition to be a maidservant of Radharani while having our feet on the ground, to read the instructions and imbibe the mood of Rupa Goswami or Raghunath Das Goswami. Otherwise, we will become sentimental and we will not understand the goal. We will shoot for the goal. It's like we'll go for Mars, but we'll end up in Mercury. We don't want that to happen. We want to get to our goal. So having said that, I want to share one more thing. It's a personal thing that's happened over the last 3 weeks, really beautiful threading together of various verses, none of which I can remember, but I'm going to refer to and paraphrase. But I was absorbed in Adi Leela chapter 4, verse 108, and it talks so beautifully. Maybe Maharaj can say the verse, because he'll probably know it off by heart, right? Or maybe not. Anyway, this verse is really beautiful because it talks about we're really all about wanting the mood, like the Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of separation. We are the only spiritual path. There are spiritual paths that have separation mood, but it's the separation mood of being on the earth, separated from the Lord. But there's no spiritual path that has separation in the spiritual world itself. There's no yoga maya potency in any other spiritual path that talks about the separation of the Lord, from Radharani and Krishna, each other. So the specificity of our mood is very, very extraordinary. And this verse talks about without separation, there's no real nourishment of union. And then if you go to the last verse of Shashtakam, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about I don't care how you treat me, O Lord. You can treat me roughly, you can treat me nicely, it doesn't matter. I am yours. I am surrendered. And then there's this beautiful verse, which I can't remember, it's the 8th shower of Madhuri Kandamini, where it talks about how the Lord himself says, I'm so indebted to you, I can't give you mystic cities, I can't give you Brahma Loka, nothing is actually, I can't do anything, so I'm in your debt. It's like I'm actually your servant, which is extraordinary. You don't hear that in any other spiritual path. The Lord is actually our servant when we are fully surrendered to him. And then you think of the aphorism of Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj when he says, the environment is always favorable for spiritual progress. So I put those all together. And then I realized, wow, we're in the most beautiful dance. I want to share it with everyone because it's available to us all, because it's essentially just Krishna consciousness, just through a different lens. And I realized that every moment of my day, every moment of your day is a dance with Krishna, is a beautiful dance. In fact, a dalliance with Krishna, in a sense. Although as maidservants of Radharani, we never meet him directly and never want to. But we love Krishna, we're serving him through serving her. And our dalliance, our dance with Krishna in every action and every thought of every day is a dance where sometimes Krishna is leaning in and he's showing us. Like sometimes he even leaves his footprints in the activities and actions of our day. And you go, whoa, Krishna's revealed himself. Gurudev has revealed himself through that action. And then sometimes you can't feel him. And you feel, oh, I'm a little destitute. I can't feel him. He's leaning out. And then he leans back in. And he leans back out. He's like joining the dance and leaving the dance. And what is he doing? And I realized what he's doing is he's making sure that I never get darshan too early. Because if I get darshan too early, my heart will not be soft and not deep enough to receive his full beauty. It would be like only seeing the first phase of the moon, but not seeing the full moon of Krishna's beautiful moonbeam love. So those separation moments, those moments of darkness, those moments of disconnection are as important as those moments of connection, because they soften and crack the heart open. So our heart can be soft and deep enough to eventually, when we have darshan of Krishna, be filled with all the moonbeams of his love and beauty, and not have partial darshan. So that was the conclusion I had from being exposed to those verses, and I just wanted to share that with everybody so that could be your poetry as well as my poetry in your daily lives. Nice to share our intimate pastimes sometimes, although we should be careful sometimes not to share too deep a secrets, for they will then disappear. Vanchika Patubhischa, Kripasindhuevicha, Patjantavinabhyo, Vaishnavabhyo Namaha, Haribo, Jai Gurudev, Jai Nityananda, Jai Nitai. That was very modest. Come on. Jai Nitai. Jai Nityananda. Haribo. Jai Brighton. That's much better. Otherwise, we're off to London.
Yeah, sure. Charu Chandrika did speak to you. Behind you.
Amaginath Vandasha Gananjana Salakaya Chakshimlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpaturubhyascha Kripa Sindhudevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namaha Gurave Gurchandraya Adhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tatvakaya Namaha. So before I begin, I'd like to offer my humble, most respectful obeisances, time and time again. I offer my heart like flowers at the dust of the lotus feet of my Gurudev, Nityalila Vishnu Paradasta Dasada Shishi Mad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And at the same time, I offer my Koti Koti Dandavat pranams at the dust of the lotus feet of my Param Gurudevs, Nityali Vishnu Vishnupada Astota Sata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, and Nityali Vishnu Vishnupada Astota Sata Shishimad Bhakti Bhagyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, and to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, and especially to our beloved Shripad Van Maharaj, who has graced us with his presence today. Here in Brighton. So Brighton has truly become bright because actually Vaishnavas, sadhus are like the sun, and they spread their shining light into the hearts of all, for those who are fortunate to receive the association. So, and I also offer my respectful obeisances to all assembled devotees here. So I'm very happy to be here. I've not long come back from Shri Vrindavan Dham and missing Vrindavan because there's so much high class sadhu sangha, but actually coming here I feel again like I'm in Vrindavan. So as Madhava Prabhu said, today is a very auspicious day. It's the disappearance day of Sri Ramananda Raya. And whenever there's an appearance or disappearance day of any Vaishnava Acharya, then we should try to speak a few words, whatever we've heard from the lotus lips of our Gurudev and Vaishnavas. So I'll try to say something. So, our Gurudev, as Madhava Prabhu said, would always like to speak on the glories of Ramananda Roy, but especially this conversation between Ramananda Roy and Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu that Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has explained in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And as he mentioned, it's one of the 5 pranas, so one of the 5 lifers of the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita. A very important conversation. So we see that in all scriptures there's always questions and answers. So whenever any Vaishnavas meet, like for example in Jivadharma, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written, there's like the whole book is compiled of questions to great Vaishnavas, pure Vaishnavas, and their answers, which are always very deep. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained to Arjuna so many points of Atma Tattva and what is the goal of life. Also in Sanatan Shiksha, Sanatan Goswami, he approached Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in a very humble mood he asked him, why am I suffering the threefold miseries, and how can I become free from this suffering and attain the goal of life? So in a similar way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he approached Ramananda Roy, who he saw as like his Shiksha Guru. And why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu see Ramananda Roy like that? Because Ramananda Roy is none other than Vishakha-Sakhi. And as we know, Srimati Radhika she has 8 main Sakis, Asta Sakis, and 2 most prominent are Lalita Saki and Vishakha Saki. So, in other words, Svarupa Damodara and Ramananda Roy. So, as Maharaja was saying, Mahaprabhu, he came to taste the deep moods of Srimati Radhika, that Shivade pranaya mahima, the glories of her pranaya, the glories of her very, very deep love for him. So, therefore, Mahaprabhu approached Ramananda Roy with so many questions about the goal of life, because he wanted to explore this and taste these 3 internal desires more and more deeply. So, when Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Roy first met, then they had a very, very sweet, loving meeting, and they embraced each other. And Ramananda Roy, he was feeling so humbled that this great personality, this great effulgent sannyasi is touching me. Who am I? I'm nothing but a Sudra. So, and also Mahaprabhu, he felt so fortunate to meet Ramananda Roy, because he felt that, oh, by the touch of such a great Vaishnava, I've become purified. My life is a success. So in the same way, whenever we meet a pure Guru or Vaishnava, then by the darshan, if we receive their glance or their touch or their remnants, then we can consider our life a success, because these things can give us Krishna prema. So Mahaprabhu, when he met Ramananda Roy later that evening, then he proceeded to ask him many questions, but the main question was, what is the ultimate goal of life? Can you tell me what is the essence of all perfection? So, I won't go into any detail, I'm sure Sripad Bharmaraj will explain so much, but just in essence, Ramananda Roy, he gave different levels of what is the goal of life, starting with the most basic level, explaining varnashrama-dharma, that if we follow varnashrama-dharma to please Vishnu, then Vishnu will surely be pleased. And this is the essence of all perfection. But Mahaprabhu, he didn't accept this as the ultimate goal of life. He said, oh no, this is external, actually. Why did he explain it's external? Because this has no relation with our atma-dharma. Means, actually, what is the soul's relationship with Krishna, and what is our abhidaya. So it's got nothing to do with bhakti directly. So if we simply just follow varnashram-dharma, then this is actually very much on the bodily platform. It's in the bodily conception of life. So therefore, Mahaprabhu, he rejected this. Then he said, well, please speak further. Then Ramananda Roy, he explained Krishna Arpana means, to offer the results of one's activities to Krishna. This is the ultimate goal of life. And he quoted this verse, Yad Koshya Dasnashi Yad Judoshi Datiya, that whatever you offer, whatever activities you perform, whatever austerities you perform, whatever you give away, then just do it for me. So in this way, Ramananda Roy was saying, yes, offer the results of your, if you offer the results of your activities to Krishna, then this is the essence of all perfection. But Mahaprabhu, he said, no, he wasn't satisfied. Why? Because in this, there may be the conception that I am the doer of my activities, and also that when we perform our any activity, if we're thinking that, oh, I'm doing this so that I can get, somehow partake in the results of those activities, then this is to be utterly rejected. And even if we do it and think, okay, I'm offering the results to Krishna, still this is to be rejected. Why? Because actually our acharyas have said we should offer our very self to Krishna first, and then everything we do may be accepted. So, and also someone may do something, whatever they like, according to their own taste, but no, we should do according to Krishna's taste, do what pleases him. So therefore Mahaprabhu, he rejected this. So like this, the conversation went on, and Ramananda Roy, Mahaprabhu, he kept saying, no, this is external, please speak further. And Ramananda Roy, then he explained, to give up one, to completely, what's it called? Dharma, chag, which means to give up the results of one's activities, like Savadama Pragyagya Mamekam Savanam Brajaham Tvam Savapava Vyo Makshasima Sujaha. That Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that give up your dharma, give up all varieties of mundane dharma and just surrender to me, because actually I am the Supreme Lord, and you should not have any fear about surrendering, because thinking if I give up my dharma, then I will get some simple reaction. So then, so this is good, but still Mahaprabhu rejected it. And Gurudev said, Mahaprabhu rejected it, but does it mean that we should reject it? No. Actually, Sharanagati is the doorway to Bhakti. So in order to enter the palace of Bhakti, then we have to enter the doorway. So we also have to at least come to this point of surrender. But still Mahaprabhu rejected it. Why? Because in this there's some fear, there's some bargaining. So if someone is on the spontaneous platform of devotional service, then there's no question of bargaining with Krishna. So there's many other reasons which I'm sure Marge will explain. So this kind of surrender isn't the ultimate kind of surrender. It's not on the platform like the gopis, who are absolutely, completely surrendered to Krishna. So then, so like this, Mahaprabhu was saying, please explain more, and Ramananda Roy was explaining jnana bhakti, which means that which is imbued with speculative knowledge. There's different types of knowledge. So there's knowledge, tat padatha gyan, tvam padatha gyan, which means knowledge of the absolute true Krishna, and there's also Bhagavan, and there's also knowledge of the Jiva. But there's also Jiva Brahma Aikya Gyan, which means the knowledge of the oneness between the Jiva and Bhagavan. So this kind of Gyan is to be utterly rejected, although the first two types can be favourable for Bhakti. But still Mahaprabhu rejected this and he said, speak more. And then Ramananda Roy, he said, okay, Jnana Sanya Bhakti. This is the essence of all perfection. So then he quoted this verse, Jnane Prayashimadapasya Namanta Eva Jivanti Sammakartam Bhavadiva Vardam Stane Stita Shritiganatam Vanmanubir Te Pyaisad So this means that Lord Brahma is telling this verse and he offering this prayer to Krishna, and the meaning is that those who are even well established in their social positions, but they give up this knowledge, this speculative knowledge, they throw it away. But what do? They hear the Harikatha that's coming from the lotus lips of pure Vaishnavas, hearing about the name, form, qualities and pastimes of Krishna, and they relish those pastimes. So wherever that pure devotee goes, that person who's practicing this Jnana Sanya Bhakti, he wants to be there and to hear that Harikatha, hear that flow of nectar, and completely embrace it within his heart. That person, although Bhagavan is normally unconquerable, but that person who's hearing Harikatha from pure devotees and embracing that Harikatha, then Krishna is completely conquered by him. So here we are, we're in a very fortunate position, because by the mercy of Srila Gurudev, Vaishnavas, then one very pure Vaishnava has come, and he is like, you could say like a river of Harikatha. Tasmin mahan mukaritam bhavadi. That means, wherever there are an assembly of Vaishnavas, wherever there's that flow of nectar going, that river of nectar going, then one wants to give his ears to that flow of Harikatha, and drinking from that river of nectar. Then what happens? All hunger, thirst, fear, lamentation, all these go far away from the heart, and one becomes completely drowned in that nectar. So Ramananda Roy, he explained this to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu, he said, "Eo hoy, yes, this is okay." So at last, Mahaprabhu, he accepted this, although he rejected all the other suggestions by Ramananda Roy. Why? Because by hearing this Harikatha, by drinking from this flow of nectar, then Krishna will be conquered, means Krishna will come into the heart and sit in your heart, and he will feel most comfortable there. In this way, the devotee gradually can attain Krishna prema. So, in this way, Mahaprabhu, he was somewhat satisfied by this suggestion, and then Ramananda Roy, he went on to explain about Krishna-prema and all the different rasas, Dasya, Sakya, Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya and Madhurya prema, and how, according to the associates in those different rasas, they control Krishna. But those in Madhurya ras, the gopis, especially Srimati Radhika, she is completely controlled Krishna by her praying. So this Kantra praying, this is really Sapasadhyasa, the essence of all perfection. This is the ultimate goal of life. So it was a very brief summary, and there's so many more details, and I'm hoping that Sripad Maharaj will explain more and more, and he will give very deep explanations of each and every suggestion that was made by Ramananda Roy, like we heard from our Srila Gurudev. So please forgive me for taking up so much of your precious time.
Okay. So do you want song? Jiyanila Prema Corona. We sang this song. अरे आप इधर अरे मैं
Come this way.
Jayanila Prema Dhana Karuna Raja Jayanila Prema Dhana Karuna Praja Hena Prabhu Gadha इसे संग ना पाया कने नरोत्तम
तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः वंदे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं भक्तवृन्दसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यं प्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं नन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणोदयं Gopinang samajuktanang Vrindavana manoharam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai.
So first of all, offer my humble, respectful Dhanavad Pranam, lotus feet of my Guru Pad Padmo, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and my Sannyas Guru and Shiksha Guru Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Simultaneously offer my humble, respectful Dhanavad Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Gurunda Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakashidhar Goswami Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis and presented, all of my respectful guests. Just I want to speak few words. Jihang Pavitram Tad Guna Kathanam. The tongue will be purified, they glorified the pastimes of Guru, Vaishnava and Bhagavan. Hari Guru Vaishnava Tinere Smarane Hoile Hoy Vigno Vinashan. All your obstacles will be disappeared if you remember the three persons. Who are they? Hari, Guru and Vaishnava. So today is very super excellent, auspicious day. Just you heard. And Raya Ramananda's disappearance. And very nicely also celebrated the disappearance day of Raya Ramananda Mahaprabhu. Very near and dearest Raya Ramananda. And you also heard, just I repeat your few words. What did you say? And Vaishnava Uchishta Tate Mohon Monavishta. Vaishnava Uchishta, always take the remnants of Vaishnava, not Rasgulla. Have to remnants of Vaishnavas, or they left in their Harikatha. This is called Uchishta. Generally, people are thinking remnants means what Guru and Vaishnava left in their plate. Very nice of it. Laddu, Kachauri, Rasgulla. This is also remnants, also true. But main remnants, that is called what Vaishnava left for us. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Son Bhagavan. Iti jangsa kalapungsa, Krishnastu Bhagavan. And also explain, he is called Rasa Rasa Vaisa, and he is completely full of rasa. Rasa Rasa Vaisa, Rasa Rasa Vaisa, Jeva Labdhanandir Bhavati. Prabhupada Swami Pad so many glorified the invocation sloka of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and glorified about Krishna. Akila Rasamrita Sindhu, Paschimura Ruchiruddha Tarakapali Kalita Sama Lalito, Radha Prayano Vidhur Jayati. Very nice, beautiful sloka. Invocation sloka of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Krishna, he realized all kinds of rasas and from the heart of all his devotees. And 5 mukha ras. Mukha means principal mellows. And 7 secondary rasas. And that is called Gauna ras. And Santa Dasa Sakha Vatsal and Madhurya, that is called primary rasas. And 7 Gauna ras, secondary rasas, that is called Hasya, Adbhut, Veer, Vibhatsa, Korun. And in this way, 7 secondary rasas. And though Krishna is called Rasa Vaisha, he is the embodiment Rasa. But one thing he is called Visaya Vigraha. What is it? Object of the divine love. Visaya Vigraha. And Visaya Tattva is only one object of the divine love, that is Krishna. Except Krishna, everybody called Ashraya Tattva. Even Srimati Radhika, she is called Ashraya Tattva. And shelter of divine love. Actual Ras manifested in this way when Ashraya and Visaya manifest together. That time Ras coming. Many things also explained in our Shastra. Rasa Tattva is there. Actual Ras manifest when the 49 types of ingredients manifested. How many? 49. 49, on the platform of Sthai Bhav, fixed mode. Then 4 types of ingredients coming. Sari, Samagrik, Milane, Hoita Rasala. Chaitanya Charitamrita. And 4 ingredients, Vibhav, Anubhav, Shaktik and Bhavicharya. And Alamon, Uddipon, Asra Alamon, Visaya Alamon. And in this way, 49 types of ingredients when coming, then Ras manifest. Ras is not material things, transcendental things. Just I introduce these things. Krishna, he realized all kinds of mellows from the heart of his devotees. Krishna Lila finished. Then Krishna again thinking, I am Bhagavan. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I release all these rasas. But when I think about Srimati Radhika, that time I cannot control myself. What kinds of prema in the heart of Srimati Radhika? Because I am Ashraya, Visaya Tattva, Krishna is thinking. Visaya Tattva, object of the divine love. Or Srimati Radhika, she is called Shelter. The abode of divine love. Ashraya Tattva and Visaya. But when I notice these things, what kinds of prema in the heart of Srimati Radhika. Very nice, beautiful slokas and explain in our Shastra. Svarupa Damodara, he composed this verse. Sri Radhaya pranaya mahima kidiso bani. Saddo janam adbhuta madhurima kidiso madhur. Sukkancha madhurta kidusviti luvat. Tad bhavada samajar sajikarva sindhu harinama. And Lobhat means greed has come. And without greed, you cannot attain your perfection goal. Greed is very important. In our spiritual life, Raganuga Bhakti, one thing that is very important, that is called greed will come. Greed and Lobha. So in the same way, Krishna, greed has come. Greed increasing is a different incarnation. Narayan Tattva. Then Nishima Avatar. Then coming different what is called? Incarnation grade coming. Ramachandra avatar also. Same Krishna. Ekameva Paramatma Tattva. One is only absolutely truth, Krishna. But he manifests many forms. Matsya Kurma, Varaha, Nrisimha Kalki. This way. But greed is coming more and more. So, now Krishna has greed. Greed about three things coming. So in this verse very clearly explained, radhaya, pranaya, mahima. Kridiso, Vana. What is the divine love of Srimati Radhika towards me? Pranaya mahima. What is meaning of pranaya? You understand? What is meaning of pranaya? Deep attachment. Tava hidam, mama hidam, tava hidam. You know, when the marriage ceremony, we are also recited this verse. Yeah? Indian Vedic culture marriage ceremony. Your heart is my heart, or my heart is your heart. No difference. Yeah? What is the glories of divine love of Srimati Radhika towards me? Gurudev explained. If you want to know these things about pranaya, you have to start coming. First come Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nritti, then Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem. Then after Prem stage also this. Sneha, Man, Pranaya. Then Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav, Ruda, Adhiruda, then Mohan and Madanakha Mahabhav. This Madanakha Mahabhav only manifests in the heart of Srimati Radhika. What will say God? Not in a Lalita VIshakha, not possible. Mohan Bhav Lalita VIshakha. But Madanakha Mahabhav only manifests in the heart of Srimati Radhika. So just I will coming briefly tell to you. So Krishna is thinking this. What is pranaya? Radhaya, pranaya, mahima. This is Satyajana madhurima. And then second Krishna is thinking, what is my beauty? Always Srimati Radhika, she is releasing. What is that? Then third, when Srimati Radhika, she released my beauty and everything, what kinds of realization coming in your heart? For these three reasons, Krishna is thinking, I have to test these things. Radhikar bhav kanti churi kari Krishna avatirna hoila navaddipe gaura rupa dhari. So now Krishna, he stole Srimati Radhika's bhav and kanti. Bhav means her mood, or kanti means complex. Appeared in the form of Sacinandana Gaurahari. Sachi Sindhu, Sachi Garva Harindu. Very nice video. Actually, this is the main reason Krishna appeared in this Kali-yuga in the form of Sacinandana Gaurahari. Second also reason also explained this way. Advaita Acharya's Avhan. That means the calling of Advaita Acharya. Then another reason coming. Anarita charing chirat koruna avatirna karu samar payatu unnato ujjala sansabhakti siram hari purna sandrajati kadam sandhipita sada hidaya kandari spuratuva Sacinandana. Prabhu Sai Pad Vidagdha Madhav Natakam very clearly explained. And in this Kali-yuga, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu indiscriminately distributed the highest praying to everyone. He rallies and also distributed. Apani asadi jivere asadira. He released himself and also this is the what is called magnanimity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Any other incarnation we did not see this. How Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indiscriminately displayed the highest prema to everybody. He did not think who is qualified or who is unqualified. Jari dekhe tare den prema bilaya. Whatever who is coming, he is giving. Take this. 6 types of people. They don't want to receive the highest prema from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also chasing them. Take this. Why not take? Take this by force. Mahaprabhu was chasing, running behind him. And finally Mahaprabhu caught their choti. Take this. No, I don't. By force. Look at this. What is called? Saguna Bhattacharya. Who was born in Navadvip Dham also. He left Navadvip Dham, coming in Jagannath Puri, or preaching impartialism. Mahaprabhu took sannyas also chasing them. Take this. Saguna Bhattacharya. Mayavadi, Kutarki, Podua, Pasandi. 8 Bhakti Dhanya Palailo. 6 types of people, they ran away. They don't want to receive Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Talagi Prabhu Korila Sannyas. Mahaprabhu, if I will take sannyas, anyhow, and I will give to them. Because some they also committed offenders. Sannyas buddhyamai koribe pranam. Anyhow, they will pay their obeisances. And then all their offense will be disappear, and I will have to give. So now coming in this way. And 4th reason, Yuga Dharma Prachar. This is also coming in this way. This is important also. Varnashrama-dharma sthapan. Jada jadai dharmasya glani bhavtir bharata. और परित्राण साधुनां बिना सायच दुष्कृताम धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि जुगे जुगे. Gita's book, instruction of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And when Krishna, Vainandan Samsnar, he comes, automatically all his incarnation coming inside. All incarnation come. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Krishna. He is not different from Krishna. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kali-yuga. Especially this Kali is called Dhanna Kali. Dhanna Kali Yuger Chai Tanya Avatar. In this Kali, Dhanna Kali, special Kali. And in this Kali-yuga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indiscriminately distributed this prema also. Every Kali-yuga he did not come. Only one day of Brahma. Brahma ek dine teho han avatirna. One day of Brahma he comes. One day of Brahma means 1000 Chaturjuga. Sattva, Treta, Dapar, Kali. In this rotation. Then in the end of Dapar Yug, then same Prajananda Samsundar appear. Or when Dapar Yug finished, in the beginning of the Kali Yuga, same Krishna, he comes in the form of Sacinandana Gaurahari. And Sacinandana Gaurahari, now he is giving this prema to everyone. So now coming in this way. But the first 3 regions already I told. Radhaya, pranaya, mahima. Krishna is thinking, without taking shelter, lotus feet of Guru, how possible will we realize this prema? Binu Guru Bhavanidhi taryo na koi, jo virinchi sankara sama hoi. Tulsidas Ramcharitamanuja explained. Without taking shelter, lotus feet of Vana for a genuine Guru. You can't attain your perfection goal. Even you have vast of knowledge, as like Brahma, Shiva, but without Guru, nothing. So Krishna is thinking this way. I took Srimati Radhika's mood and her complexion. But need one guru was. Then that Guru Krishna is thinking this way. Then, so now Krishna, that means Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he performed sweet Leela. Say 48 years he was in this material world. Then 24 years he performed sweet Leela in Navadvip. That is called his household life. That is Grahastha Jivan. Then last 24 years he performed his renounced Raya Leela. That is called Sannyas Leela. Just encountering this. He took sannyas. Very beautiful katha explained this way. After taking sannyas, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he came in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri. And he delivered Sarvama Bhattacharya, that is Sarvama Bhattacharya Uddhar. This thing also. Sarvama Bhattacharya, he completely worked. Impartialist. Acting this role. This way. Sarvama Bhattacharya. And Mahaprabhu delivered to him, established Suddha Bhakti in his heart also. Then Sarvama Bhattacharya, he told to Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu, before I was impartialist. Just I was making sound as like fox. Shialer moto ami kori bhaibo. Shial understand? Man? Fox. Oh, oh. Ang brahmasvam. Or now, by your causeless mind, I realize who are you. Because Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu manifested his Sarabhuj. Sarabhuj means? 6 arms in Sarvama Bhattacharya. And explain all Tattva Siddhanta. Very nice, beautiful this katha. Then Sarvama Bhattacharya, he also paid his obviously many stops, the Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yogam, Sikchartha Mahimekam Purushapa. Very nice stops to the Sarvama Bhattacharya. Then Sarvama Bhattacharya completely surrendered to the feet of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu actually thinking, I have to realize the 3 things. For this regard, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu just pretended, I have to go South India to search my brother Vishvarupa who took sannyas. Actually, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he proceeded to South India, mainly meet with Raya Ramananda. Already you heard, who is Raya Ramananda? VIshakha-devi. Srimati Radhika's 8 prominent Sakhis. Lalita, VIshakha, Sudevi, Rangadevi, Chitra, Champak, Lata, Indulekha, Tangavita. 8 Sakhis. But maybe, but it is the VIshakha-devi. Without taking lotus feet of VIshakha, Krishna came to and attend to Srimati Radhika. Vishwanath Chakravarti Pal, Sri Krishna Bhavanamrita Grantha very nicely and elaborately explained this way. Question if maybe will come, why Caitanya Mahaprabhu choose to meet with Raya Ramananda? Why? Because around the VIshakha-devi. And VIshakha-devi, maybe your question, why not Lalita-devi, Svarupa Damodara? Question will come. Svarupa Damodara, who is Sakhi? In Krishna Lila? Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi, she is very prominent. And among of the 8 Sakhis, Lalita Devi, she is very prominent. And Lalita Sakiro Ajogga Kinkori Binodo Dharichipa. So now coming in this way. Actually, I tell you honestly, the Lalita Devi mood is there. That is called, her mood is called Prakhara. Prakhara, understand? Very talkative. Talkative, understand? And she chastised to Krishna also. And Krishna very afraid to come in front of Lalita Devi. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, in the commentary of Jalimani Grantha, many slokas. Very nicely explained this. Lalita Devi. She is very talkative. And she gives some instruction to Srimati Radhika also. Durte Vajandra Tanaya Tunusustum Bhammam Ma Dakshana Bhava Kalankini Lagavaya. Lalita Ashtakam Rupa Goswami Pad, very nicely explained this. Lalita Devi, she gives many types of instruction to Srimati Radhika. And she is called also Prakhara. Our VIshakha mood, very sweet mood, the same mood of Srimati Radhika. You understand? You have to make friendship with someone your same mood. And another thing, VIshakha's birth and Srimati Radhika's birth also same. VIshakha another. Many reasons, just time is short or everything, not everything is elaborately explained. VIshakha-devi. Very sweet katha is there. So, now Krishna Devani Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he thinking, I have to learn everything from VIshakha-devi. Then I made something, realize the heart of Srimati Radhika. VIshakha-devi. So, Raya Caitanya Mahaprabhu, then he came in, that is called Godavari, on the bank of river Godavari. And that time Raya Ramananda, who is the governor of, what is called? Vidyanagar. And he is the also King Prataprudra's
Minister.
Governor, minister. And simply then Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he came and also took bath in the bank of, in the river of Godavari. And at same time Raya Ramananda, he came. And with his many Vedic Brahmanas and chanting all the mantras. Because Raya Ramananda is not ordinary person. And Raya Ramananda's katha, very sweet. So Caitanya Mahaprabhu, when he saw Raya Ramananda, then Mahaprabhu realized his VIshakha, and very eager to meet with him. Raya Ramananda, though he was governor of Vidyanagar in the King Prataprudra's court, but high class, exalted Vaishnavas. No one can explain this. So many glorification about Raya Ramananda katha. Once, just in the middle, I tell to you one thing. Once, one brahmachari, Pradyumna Mishra. What is his name? Pradyumna Mishra. Brahman, brahmachari. He asked Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu, I want to listen Harikatha from your mouth. Mahaprabhu very humble told, I don't know Harikatha. Raya Ramananda he knows. So you have to go to meet with Raya Ramananda. He will glorify to you. Glorify about Krishna Katha. Then Pradyumna Mishra, he came in the house of Raya Ramananda. Then the servants of Raya Ramananda gave very nice laugh and African sitting. Then after a few minutes, Pradyumna Mishra, he asked to what is called the servant. Here is Raya Ramananda. But Raya Ramananda, now he is one very confidential place. He is staying with very nice, beautiful and young girls. And he giving practice some what is called drama. Understand? Raya Ramananda, he wrote one very nice grantha, drama. That is called what is grantha's name? Jagannath Vallabh Nataka. Very nice, beautiful grantha. And he is giving training that the young girls and very confidential place. When heard this, that brahmachari's mind little bit disturbed. Because Shastra is saying, Matra Sasra Advita Vinukta Vinukta Balavanu Indra Grama Vidyangapi Sankarsayet. If you stay alone with your mother, with your wife, with your sister, or with your daughter, automatically mind will be disturbed. Disturbed or not? Matra Sasra Advita Vinukta Vinukta Vidyangapi Sankarsayet. And Raya Ramananda, what is he doing this? He was in alone and with a very nice, beautiful young girl. And giving training to them about that drama. Even Chaitanya Charitamrita clearly explained this way. This thing. Then his mind will disturb. We have to listen to Hari Katha from some person who is spotless character. This is for and who is following all the rules and regulations of the scriptures, these things. And Raya Ramananda, what is it? He returned back. Asked Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu. He returned back. Prabhu, I did not listen Harikatha from Raya Ramananda. Mahaprabhu told, okay, again we will go that place and tell to Raya Ramananda, Mahaprabhu sent me and glorify our Lord and Harikatha. Then Padruna Mishra, again he returned back. And that time Raya Ramananda is there. Then Padruna Mishra, Padruna Mishra told, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent me to please glorify our Sam Harikatha. Then Raya Ramananda completely absorbed sweet Harikatha and crying, shedding tears and absorbed this one. Then Padruna Mishra, he realized they were what kinds of devotee of Raya Ramananda. And Akila Raya Ramananda is only one person. What kinds of Uttam Maha-Bhagavat. So sometimes we cannot understand but recognize who is Uttam Bhagavat, what kinds of his activities. External activities you are looking, sometimes we criticize. Understand this thing? By Raya Ramananda. So now, why I am saying? Because what kinds of character of Raya Ramananda? Raya Ramananda Charitra. Completely what? Spotless. And Uttam Maha-Bhagavat. But sometimes people also just what is called? Imitate Uttam Bhagavat. That is very, very dangerous. And that is another thing also. And who is not Uttam Bhagavat are acting the role of Uttam Bhagavat. That is very, very dangerous. That is coming in Sahajya, Sukhi, this thing also. So now coming in this way. Why am I saying? Because just what Raya Ramananda's character. Today the disappearance of Raya Ramananda, just we also mentioned there, what is the character of Raya Ramananda? Uttam Maha-Bhagavat. And So now when Caitanya Mahaprabhu, and he also met with Raya Ramananda, and he asked many questions step by step. Prabhu kahe paro slok sadhir nirnay. और राय कहे स्वधर्म आचरणे विष्णु भक्ति. Mahaprabhu asked to Raya Ramananda, and what is our sadha goal? And what is our sadhan process? And Gurudev mentioned one thing. First you determine goal. Then you start to practice. Sadhan. What do you want? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, chaturvarga. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, chaturvarga. First that is called trivarga. That is called dharma, artha, kama. Dharma means religion. Artha means economical development. Dharma, artha. Kama means many kinds of material sense gratification. That is called trivarga. A chaturvarga, that is called liberation, mukti. According your goal, then you can do sadhana. You want money or not? What do you want? Money. So if you want to money, artha, what you do? You have to do business, do work, job, something. Then you will get money. Simple. So money, that is your goal, earthly goal. Or business or job, this is called sadhan. Without sadhan, you cannot attain your perfection goal. So sadhan, in the same way, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, this is not our ultimate goal. So our ultimate goal is, that is called Krishna-prema. That is called Pancha-purushartha-krishna-prema. These things also. So how to attain the Krishna-prema? Mahaprabhu actually asked this question. Prabhu kahe pada slok sadhir nirnay. Mahaprabhu asked, what is our goal? Ultimate supreme goal. But Raya Ramananda starts from varnashrama-dharma. Varnashram acharatavata purusena parapuman Vishnu aradhate pantha nannat tattva-sakaranam. Raya Ramananda, very nice and basic way, and explain this way. First, everybody have to follow varna ashram dharma. Varnashram dharma asratavata purusena parapuman Vishnu aradhate pantha nannat tattva-sakaranam. Vishnu will be pleased, one who follows all the rules and regulations of varnashram dharma. This is very important also. Shruti smriti Narodadi Pancha-ratting living vina Vaikanti Harir Bhakti Utpaduki Kevala. If you not follow the Shruti Smriti Narad Pancharatra rules and regulations, are thinking I am 1.8. Oh, that is called disturbance bhakti will come. So far you can know. Varnashrama. But Mahaprabhu, what did he say? Yaha Bhajya. Bhajya means?
This is external.
This
is external.
External. Actually not reject. You cannot reject this one. Yaha Bhajya means this is external. Some people also this is Mahaprabhu rejected. Mahaprabhu not rejected. Mahaprabhu himself followed all the rules and regulations of Varnashram Dharma. Don't take my offense. Some people also using the Mahaprabhu rejected. Rejected this. Here use this word, Yaha Bhajya Age Kaho A. This is external. Why? Because only you follow the Varnashram Dharma or not practice devotional service to Lord, that is also useless. Chari Varnashrame jadi Krishna nahi bhaje Sasya karma kurite sei रौरवे पड़ी मजे चैतन्य भागवत जो ये संग पुरुषों न भजन्ति स्थाना भ्रष्टा पतंती अधो श्रीमद् भागवत gives evidence. If you not only follow the varnashrama dharma, many people they are just saying I am following the varnashrama dharma, I am Brahman, I am following the Brahmanical activities, or I am Sudra following the Sudra's activities. That's a varnashrama dharma. But jo ye sang but you will not bhajan sadhan, that is your issue also. So saying this verse, jo ye sang purushon न भजन्ति उपजानन्ति स्थानात् भ्रष्ट पतन्ति अधो. Very clearly, Srimad Bhagavad, very clearly, स्थानात् भ्रष्ट. And he will be fall down from his own position, going to the hell. Patanti adho. Many people mind disturbed. Oh, I am following the varnashrama, how possible I will go hell? The Shastra saying you go hell? Because if you do not bhajan sadhan to Krishna, what benefit you will get? Karma kanda, gyan kanda, kebolo biser bhando, amrit boliya je khai. Nana jani bhani bhrami maje. Tar janma adhapati. What is called Nartam Das Thakur Prem Bhakti Chandrika. Very clearly explained. Karma kanda, gyan kanda. Those are completely absorbed with karma kanda and gyana kanda. And this is nectar, drinking nectar. Actually, this is called the poison. And so karma kanda, gyan kanda, kevala bisir bhando, amrit boliya je kha. Kadarja bhakhan kare, nana joni bhrami moje. Tajana adhapati jaya. Vishaksena kathasu natpadi, Vishaksena kathasu. At this sloka. If you have no taste to listen Hari Katha, only following the varnashrama dharma, what benefit will you get? Nothing. So Hari Katha is very important. So now coming to this varnashrama dharma, this is need also. So first Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu explained, Yaha Bacha, this is external. Because Mahaprabhu want to listen one thing that is called Jiva Sarupa Anubandhi Vritti, or the spontaneous nature of living entities. Jivas have own Sarupa Vidya. Very important these things. Sir here very clearly explained in Chaitanya Charitamritam Anubhashya. Jivas have own Sarupa Anubandhi Vritti, spontaneous nature of Sarupa of Jivas. You have everything. Nitya Siddha Krishna-prema Saddha Kabu Nai Sravanadi Suddha Chitte Karo Uday. Uday means manifest. Just listen Hari Katha. And all your unwanted things, anarthas, remove from your heart. And that will automatically manifest. And you have everything. Potential you have. Just you listen Hari Katha and all anarthas, unwanted things, remove. Then you can see it. But Raya Ramananda is first saying, Varnashram ajaradavata purushena parapuma Vishnu aradhate pantha nanat tattu sukkarana. Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, what will you say? You have to give the evidence from Shastra. Jaha bolive dive Shastra pramana vachan. Just not you speaking your mouth, you speak. You have to give evidence from Shastra. Pramana vachan. And everybody want to listen. What thing? Evidence. Where you get this? If I speak anything, 1,000 people will be mouth. Come. What will you get? Where will you get? Give the evidence. This thing. But sometimes evidence cannot give. Sometimes you coming from your own realization, anubhuti also. This is also another thing. But general way, you have to give the evidence from scripture, shastra, yukti. Because everybody accept your Conception, what? Otherwise you speak, oh, this is this. You will say, okay, I listen from my Guru, I listen from my this, Vaishnava. You cannot. Huh? That way, how it is called. Many Sahajas saying, Nitai Gaur Radhesam. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. But why did you get this Mahamantra? They say this is Mahamantra. Nitai Gaur Radhesam. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Don't loudly chant and Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Many people say, many Sahajas, Babaji, Sampradaya saying this. And I am not criticized, this is absolutely truth. But how did you get this? But, oh, my Gurudev got it? Dream. No. You have to give the evidence. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Uchchasari Nam Kirtanam. You chant holy names loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Uchchasari Krishna Nam Gunan Sataguna Faladikam. If you loudly chant holy names, then you will get Sataguna 100 times more than benefit. To chanting the very quietly. You understand? My English understand? Sataguna. But Babaji Sampradaya, no. Don't chant holy names loudly. You chant which name? Nitai Gaur Radhesam. What did this get? Nitai Gaur Radhesam, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. We not receive Harinam Vidhi. But have the evidence from Shastra. And this Kali-yuga Maha-mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Had he written this Maha-mantra? Kali-santarana Upanishad. Understand? Kali-santarana Upanishad very clearly explained. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Now many also Indian people Gita preach and completely what? Opposite way. But no, Hare Krishna nahi. We chant Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. How did you get this? This is an evidence. Srila Vyasadeva Goswami Pad, he wrote Kali-santarana Upanishad. Very clearly explained Kali-yuga Maha-mantra. Different yugas, different Maha-mantra. Sapta-yuga Maha-mantra, Treta-yuga Maha-mantra, Dapar-yuga Maha-mantra, Kali-yuga Maha-mantra. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Prabhu Kahilam ei Maha-mantra, Iya gya japasabe Goriya nirbandha, Iya haite sarvasiddhi hoibe savar, Iya bai na bolibe na balaibe. Mahaprabhu very clearly explained. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am giving instruction to all you, all my followers. If you really love to me, you have to follow my instruction. Mahaprabhu is saying this. What is saying? Prabhu Kahilam ei Mahamantra. This Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Sodasa Namani, Datringsa Aksharam. 16th names and 32 syllables. So, evidence. Why I am saying the evidence? Jaha bolibe dive Shastra Praman. What will say? You have to give the evidence from Scripture, Shastra. So Mahaprabhu, Raya Ramananda for this regard, he gave the evidence. Varnashrama-dharma. Then, but Mahaprabhu told, it is Vajja. Vajja means external. Not rejected. You will not reject the varnashrama-dharma. You have to come step by step. You can. Varnashrama-dharma Vishnu aradhati pantha nannat tattva sukharana. But Mahaprabhu told, it is external. Because Mahaprabhu want to listen to your thing. What did he say? Jiva's Svarupa Damodara. Remember this. This is not my word. Chaitanya, Chaitamrita, Anubhasya, Bhakti, Siddhanta, Jiva's Svarupa Damodara. Spontaneous nature of the living entity. You have it. Mahaprabhu want to listen to this thing. But varnashrama-dharma, this is not the Suddha Jivas. Pure Jiva Svarupa Damodara. Now we have come in this material world, we forget to Krishna. Krishna Holi Seiji, Vanadi, Bahirmung, Ate Mayatare Desam Saradidi. All we forget to Krishna. And wandering same cycle with birth and day. And so, how to realize these things? So saying Varnashrama. Then Raya Ramananda then again he said Krishna Karmarpan. Offer all your fruitive of action to Krishna. Jat Kursi, Jadyosi, Jadaji, Jattapasi Tat. Jattapasi Tat. Jattapasi Konte Tat Kursa Mat Arpana. Whatever we will do, everything, all the fruits offer to me. Karma, Gyan, Jukta, everything that offer to me. Then you will free from all kinds of states. That is called Krishna Karma Arpan. This thing. Then you will not suffer any fruitive action. What you will do? When you do fire sacrifice anything, then only idam sarvam karmam Vishnu samarpayet to varnashrama-maha. Idam sarvam karmam Vishnu samarpayet. What I am doing, and all the fruits I am offered to Krishna. Gita's Vachan, nice, beautiful this explanation. But Mahaprabhu told, Yoha Bhaja. This is also external. Then coming, then Sarva Dharma Tag, and Sarva Dharma Prittajya Mamekam Saranam Brijo, Aham Tvang Sarvapi Bol, Mokshami Mahasucha. Gita's highest instruction. Sarva Dharman Prittajya Mamekam Saranam Brijo, Aham Tvang Sarvapi Bol, Mokshami Mahasucha. Mahaprabhu told also, this is Yohavajya. In the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna gave highest instruction, Gita. Our Gita is this verse, almost last verse. And here same Krishna appeared in the form of Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu and saying, this is also external, Yohavajya. But why? But it's still not manifest our Svarupanandi Vritti. We remember this Sanskrit word. What did he say? Jiva Svarupa Anubandhi Vritti. Sanskrit. The spontaneous nature of soul. You have everything. Then Raya Ramananda again also explained, saying Jnana Misra Bhakti. Is bhakti mixed with Gyan, knowledge? That is not Shuddha Bhakti. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nasojati Nasojati no Kankati. Sama Sarvaja Bhutesu Mad Bhakti Lavate Param. Gyan. Brahma Gyani they are saying. This is the symptom of Brahma Gyani. Dukhesu Unudvignamana, Sukhesu Vigataspriya, Vitorago, Bhayakrodha, Siddhadhi Manirochyate. Gyan is the complete, they are Gyan is impartialist. Advaita Gyan. Three types of Gyan. One is called Tatpadartha Gyan, another is called Tampadartha Gyan, or another is called Jiva Brahma Aikya Gyan. Tatpadartha Gyan, knowledge about Lord. Tampadartha Gyan, knowledge about soul, Atma Gyan. Or another great Gyan, knowledge is called Jiva Brahma Aikya Gyan. Oneness with Brahma. Oneness with Brahma, that this knowledge should be. Tat padartha gyan, tam padartha gyan need. In the beginning of our sadhana and bhajan, need. Who is Lord? Who is Bhagavan? And this also need. One is your Bhagavan and you are saying Bhagavan. You understand? One is called Bhagavan. Or another is called Swayam Bhagavan. Eh? Bhagavan, who is called Bhagavan? How do you know he is Bhagavan? Who has 6 opulence. He is called Bhagavan. Oishtarja samagra virja jasa sri gyana vairagya chaiva sannam bhagavad itingana. He is called Bhagavan. Bhagavad Vachya. Who has 6 opulence. Oishtarja, vast of opulence. Oishtarja. Virja, he is very powerful. Eh? He controls to everybody. Brahma, Shiva, everybody. Paid their obeisances in his lotus feet. Oishtarja Virja Jasa. Oishtarja Virja Jasa. Jasa means name, fame, reputation. Jasa. Sri. Sri means beauty. All the incarnation of Lord, they are very beautiful also. Bhagavan, this is true. Matsya avatar Bhagavan, Matsya Bhagavan. Matsya Kurma Varaha Nishringa Bhagavan. Oishya Virja Jasa Sri. Gyan. Gyan means knowledge. Gyan and then Vairagya, complete learning. But when you deeply analyze this 6 what is called? Opulence. Then Krishna's Bhagavatta here, unique and unparalleled. This is true. And this Sri Saundarya, and this is manifesting Krishna. And Krishna's 64 qualifications. Vishnu's only, how many qualifications? 60. Ramachandra's, how many? 62 and half. And Krishna, 64. And also completely. And also 4 extra ordinary qualifications. Rupa Mahadurja, Lila Mahadurja, Venu Mahadurja, and Prema Mahadurja. For this regard, Krishna is the supreme personality of God. He is saying Bhagavan. Eta changsa kalapungsa Krishnastu Bhagavan is saying Bhagavan. Srimad Bhagavata gives evidence this. So Bhagavata Gyan, this is knowledge. Tapadartha Gyan. Knowledge about Lord. Bhagavata. Or Atma Gyan. Who am I? Atma, what is the soul? Mami Vangsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuto Sanatana. Atma can be. And I am not Brahma. I am not Paramatma. I am not Bhagavan. I am not Brahma. I am not Paramatma. I am not also Bhagavan. Who am I? I am the part and parcel of Lord. Mami Vangsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuto Sanatana. I am the servant of Krishna. With the beloved of the gopis. Gopi Bhattur, Padakamalor, Dasanu, Das. This is my real identity. Atma Gyan need first. Very clearly explain, step by step, they explain this way. But you have to reject Jiva Brahma Ikkabhya. And oneness with Brahma, this knowledge have to remove from the heart. But how to know these things? So, now coming in this, Mahaprabhu also, Prabhu kahe, Evajjo, Rai kahe, Gyan Sunna Bhakti, Sarva Gyan Sunna Bhakti, Sadhasar. Give up the knowledge. Gyane Prayase Mudvatsa Namantivam. Jivanti Samkradam Bhavadya Bhartam Sthane Sthitar Shutikatang Tunumang Nabi Jo Prayasu Ajito Jito Bistoi Stoi Lakkam. Now Jiva's Sarupanandi Vritti manifest. Because Krishna Katha. Understand? This is very important. Without listening to Krishna Katha, your Atma, our Atma will not happy. Conditioned soul, they want to listen which katha? Jada katha. Jada katha, understand? Mundane talk. And mundane song. Eh? Yes, one day I told. And when the big festival in the park, one nice singer coming and speaking manga blah 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 blah. People are saying dancing or not. Even they don't know her singing that thing. Just what is it called? Rhythm. Eh? And everybody also raise their head. Oh, very nice. Thousand people are doing. Eh? Understand? I said, this is true. Mundane katha, because conditioned soul, their mind is this way also. They listen this thing. Or Hari katha, too much. This is true. If you listen Hari katha so much, headache will come. This is true. If you speak to Hari katha, too much. Shravan Kirtan. Hari Katha, then too much. Too much. Maharaj. Our mundane Katha, drama, dancing. Very easy to spend 10 hours. 10-15 hours when you sit in front of, what is it called? Computer. How many hours? Even the small baby cannot speak a word. Also, they have to move the hand. Understand? Here in India, I am looking. Their parents give them mobile. And is the mobile, what is it called? There are many kinds of the games. And then baby not crying. No distance. But that habit coming, then very difficult again. Bad habits coming or not? Very difficult. Problem. Because this is the nature of the conditioned soul, Baddha Jivas. Listen, mundane katha. Jadi hai asat katha, ghume te chiya tha. Aaj jadi hai Krishna katha, ghume jhume pade so bani. If the mundane katha, then you will very wake up. Or if the Krishna katha, oh, I'm tired. Mom, I'm very tired. I have to sleep. Look this. This is our Baddha, this is the sin. But here Raya Ramananda is saying, this is why Raya Ramananda is saying this verse. Raya Ramananda quoted this verse, Gyane prashe mudavasa namante evam jivanti samukritang bhavadya vartang sthane stitang shrutikatang tanuman jo prayas ho ajito jito visto लगता. When our taste will come, listen to Krishna katha. Actually means slowly our jiva sarupanandi vritti manifest. Sinnatang sakatha Krishna punna sravana kirtan. Jabdanadi viduni suidi satam nashtra prayasu abhadesu nityam bhagavata sevaya. Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Not one day. Every day you have to serve Bhagavat. Grantha Bhagavat and Bhakta Bhagavat Katha. This is very important. Bhagavat Katha, Sravanam. Krishna Katha ruchi na hoile Panda Sahisram. VIshakha-devi Katha suja. Not by the Jadirati. Sama evahi kevalam. Srimad Bhagavata gives evidence. You have no taste to listen to Krishna Katha, Bhagavat Katha. All your endeavors. Not so easy to listen Bhagavat Katha. When we are giving Bhagavat Saptara. Understand? People are sitting many hours. And how they are listening? Actually in the beginning many entertainment. Then they are listening. Otherwise 5 hours, 6 hours we will listen in front of Bhagavat Katha. Not one day. Continue? 7 days. But Shukdev Goswami Pad, when he spoke Bhagavat Katha in front of Parikshit Maharaj, how many days? How many hours? 7 days and 7 nights. Continue. Eh? You understand? Srimad Bhagavatam gives evidence. Yeah, how many hours Sukadeva Goswami Pad, he spoke Bhagavad Katha in front of Parikshit Maharaj. Only 7 days and 7 nights. Continue. Eh? We can do this. 1 hour Dingli Maharaj. Time is over 9. Eh? This is true. Eh? I spoke 1 hour. Eh? Less than 1 word. Eh? All you think is Maharaj. Eh? I said, this is true enough. Honestly tell. Huh? Tomorrow we'll go work. Tomorrow we'll go dig and property will be sleep. Ramananda Prabhu. This is true. This is our state. But here Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Raya Ramananda, when he quoted this verse, Brahma Stuti, when we sit in front of sadhu, listen Hari Katha, then our life will be successful. But Caitanya Mahaprabhu, now he's saying, this is, I accept. And before all this saying is what? External, not reject, external. Because this is, now is slowly, our jiva sarvandi vritti manifest. Because Krishna Katha means Krishna himself enter in our ears and come in our heart, and Krishna himself cleaning. We cannot clean our heart. We can clean our body with the soap and with the shampoo. Every day we are doing. But how to clean our heart? Hari Kathamritam. So saying Srinnatang Sakrishna, Srinnatang Sakta Krishna Punna Sravana Kirtan. Bhagavad Katha Kirtan Sravan. Krishna himself. Then all our solutions, all our unearths, unwanted things removed from our heart. Then Jiva Savarati Salpan Bandhu little manifest. But Mahaprabhu told, okay, I am very happy. Now you told this katha, but I want to listen more. Mahaprabhu, iho hoy, agi koho aar. Then Raya Ramananda very nicely explain this way, how to develop our sadhana and bhajan, Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. Then he quoted 2 verses. That's called Nanopuchar, Kirtana Pujano, Atmavan, these slokas. And then Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavita Mati, Kriyatanjidi, Kutopi Labbate, Tatrapi Lula Mullam, Janma Kati, Sukritana Labbate. One is Vaidhi Bhakti slok, another is called Raganuga Bhakti slok. Lobhamai Bhakti. If you see one's heart full of Braja-prema, just sit in front of him and you pay your greed. Listen Hari Katha, Braj Katha, Krishna Bhakti, Rasabhavita Mati, Kriyatanjadi Kutopi Labbate, Tatravi Lula Mullam Janmakati Sukrana Labbate. According to your Sukriti, you may not attain this Braja-prema. Only pay your greed. What greed? You have to listen more the Braj Katha, Radha Krishna sweet Katha. Later Ramananda will be explained. Mahaprabhu again and again asking many questions. How will attain the highest? Time is over. And not take too much of time also. Because everything in this material, everything is also limit. Otherwise tomorrow will not come here, nobody.
You must all come tomorrow. And bring a friend and bring family.
This is also true. Braj Katha. You have to greed for Braja Katha. Braja Radha Krishna Prachura Paricharja Mirtana. And everything how will attain Braj and serve to divine Radha and Krishna. So this greed. And without listen, how possible greed will come? You have to listen. Braja Katha Mritam. Then slowly, Mahaprabhu, Raya Ramananda, again explain Dasya Prem, Shakha Prem, then Vatsalya Prem, then Madhurya Prem, Braj Gopis Prem also there. And in morning I told this Katha is something. Then how is the highest prem? These things. Samandha Atmika Bhakti, and it is called Kamatmika Bhakti. In Braj, Subal, Siddham, Nanda, Jasuda, all they serve to Krishna with their Samandha Gyan, knowledge of relationship. That is called Samandha Atmika Bhakti. Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Jasuda, they serve to Krishna. Why? Samandha. What is Samandha? Krishna, he is my son. The Samandha is coming. The Samandha, that is called the prominent. A service coming? Secondary. But Braj Gopis? Opposite. They are coming first, they are Seva Vritti, servicial mood, then Samandha. So for this regard, very clearly explained in this way, one is called Samandhatmika Bhakti, another is called Kamatmika Bhakti. Kama means transcendental divine love. Premaiva goparamanam kamiva mittavidhyati. Gopis that they come last, that is called the transcendental divine love. Are you using this? Kam. So Kamatmika Bhakti. Again Kamatmika Bhakti also again divided into, one is called Sambhog Ichamai and Tat Bhavichamai. But it is Madhurya Bhav, again also I just refer it. And so it's two types. One is called Sakyatva Bhav, and it is called Parakyatva Bhav. Sakyatva Bhav, meaning the relation between wife and husband, that is called Sakyatva Bhav. Or lover and beloved, that is called Parakyatva Bhav. And that is called Paramur mood. This Paramur mood only manifests in Golok Vrindavan, not in other. Braj Bina Nahi Tar Annatra Prachar. I am not saying Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This Parakyatva Bhav only manifests in Braj, Golok Vrindavan, and only the heart of the Braj Gopis. There are many kinds of Gopis also there. Ujjalin Mani, and also explain this way. Nak Tattva, Naika Tattva, and what is called? Hero and heroine. And 96 types of hero. Or 360 types of heroine. So we discuss these things. Time is what to respect too much. Just. This thought is there. So Kamatmika Bhakti divided into, one is called Tattat Bhavichatmika, and another is called Sambhog Ichamai. Somebody says Sambhog Ichamai means sometimes Lalita, VIshakha and Dharma, they direct meet with Krishna. A Tattat Bhavichatmika Bhakti, that is only mentioned as Manjaris. They are one pointed with Srimati Radhika. That is called Radhika Nishtha. Understand? Srimati Radhika, three kinds of Sakhis. One is Krishna Paksha Sakhis, one is called Radha Paksha Sakhis, another is called Ubhai Paksha Sakhis. One pointed with Krishna. They are called Binda, Bindarika, Dhanishta. They are called Krishna Pakshi Sakhis. Lalita, VIshakha, they are called Ubhai Paksha. Ubhai means both. They love both Radha and Krishna. Or those are Manjari. Another is called Radha Nishtha Sakhis. One pointed with Srimati Radhika. Sapane Hopi, even in their dream, they never to independently meet with Krishna. They are always one pointed with Srimati Radhika. That is called Radhika Nishtha Sakhi. Radha Nishtha Sakhi. Actually, that is called the Manjari's Bhav. Again, also how to prove? They explain in this way. Again, Srimati Radhika, 5 kinds of Sakhi. Sakhi, Nitya Sakhi, Pran Sakhi, Prishta Sakhi, and Prana Prishta Sakhi. Prana Prishta Sakhi, Lalita VIshakha. Their highest rank. Nitya Sakhi and Prana Sakhi, they are called actually Manjari. Understand? They are called Manjari's Mudya. They have only one pointed with Srimati Radhika. And these things also. Sokhi Vina and Sokhi Lila Asadoy, Sokhi Lila Koresadi, Sokhi Lila Asadoy. Radha Krishna ei lila oti gurotar dasya vatsalya adi nahi esab gochar sobe ek sokhi kane tatha adhikar sokhi lila kare tatha sokhi lila asadoy. Chaitanya Raya Ramananda Sama. Radha Krishna lila ati gurotar. Very confident Radha Krishna lila is there. Only those who are manjaris there and servicing the confidential place. Tamul arpana padu mardana payo dana abhisaradvi. This sloka very clearly explains this. If you tell whole night, you can speak. You can listen. But what do you say? This is the Soki, Manjari Bhavi. How is it? Manjari's sadhan upasana. Mahaprabhu teaching this. Mahaprabhu is very eager to listen this katha. You are saying, Dasya Vatsaladi Nahi Esava Gochar. Those are devotees of Dasya, Sakha, Vatsalya, they are not qualified. Only Sakhi Gun, Sakhi mode. Sakhi Lila Kares Kata, Sakhi Lila Sada. And Manjari Bhav is there. Actually, why is it? Because actual Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he distributed these types of praying to everybody. Manjari Bhav. Because Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, before many acharyas came, they gave different. What is it called? Vidyapati, Chandidas, in their mood also explained, and Lalita Vishakha's mood are there. But Caitanya Mahaprabhu manifested this mood, Manjari's Bhav. And this mood, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu gave to Rupa Goswami Pad. Then Rupa Goswami gave to Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami. Then Narottam Samananda Srinivas in our Guru Parampara is coming this. And why you are very proud in our Guru Parampara? Why? And Rupanuga Vaishnava. Just one Prabhu. One is called, what is called? Raganuga, and it is called Rupanuga. All Rupanuga, they are called Raganuga. But all Raganuga, they are not Rupanuga. So, Rupa Goswami's mode is very. And honor Abhirapalli, Patiputra Kamta, Dasavilasita Varasava, Sirupa Chinta, Munisansi Samsto, Masanto Durdanto, Hoye Surastam. This sloka, Raghunath Das Goswami wrote this. My mind always absorbed in the same mood of Rupa Manjari. Sirupa Manjari, this is that. Rupa Manjari, Anugatta Seva. We serve to Srimati Radhika under guidance of Rupa Manjari. Further, Narottam Das Thakur, very nicely everybody explained, glorify about Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jano Bhutali Sayam Rupa Kadamajjam Dadati Sapadhantikam. Rupa Goswami Pad who fulfilled all the desires of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Rupa Goswami will give shelter, his lotus feet. Rupa Manjari said, Angatta said. Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, Sei Mora Sampada, Sei Mora Sadhana Bhajana Puja. Many things. This is our aim and object, these things. Actually, Raya Ramananda Mahaprabhu very eager to listen this katha also. Actually, this katha Mahaprabhu. And Raya Ramananda very clearly explained this way. And again, the Mahaprabhu is saying again more. Very beautiful this katha. Bolo Vrindavan Hari Ki Jai. Bolo Vishakha-devi Ki Jai. Jai Svarupa Damodara Ki Jai. Mahaprabhu Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Svarupa Damodara Raya Ramananda Tirubhavati Ki Jai. Vidhi Palankari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai.
Lord Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sacinandana Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Tomorrow we will explain more also. Why Raya Ramananda is very famous? Why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took shelter lotus feet of? Understand? And Mahaprabhu manifested, just I finished. Mahaprabhu manifested his topmost form in front of Raya Ramananda, not any others. and prepare for arati. Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss. Hasi Prabhu tare dikhailo rasaraj mahabhav sarup. Dekhi Raya Ramananda hoilo murchit. Why Raya Ramananda? Then Raya Ramananda he told Prabhu, I know. Hey, who are you? You are same Krishna. I saw your sannyas form. Then I saw Krishna and Srimati Radhika. And Srimati Radhika, what is called?
Complexion.
Complexion. Tar kanchan pancha lekay tomar deha dhaka. That means your body completely covered with Srimati Radhika's golden complexion. You are same Krishna. Antar Krishna Antar Krishna Bhaur Goyal. Very clear. Then Mahaprabhu tried to, cheat. Escape. No. Hey, Prabhu, don't cheat me. The Hasi Prabhu Tare Dikhailo. Then Caitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and manifest Rasaraj Mahabhava. What is that thing, Rasaraj Mahabhava? And this Rasaraj Mahabhava Sarup only Raya Ramananda, no one other. And Mahaprabhu Gupte Rakhiyo, you have to keep it secret. Javat Moi Lila. Until I am staying in this material, you have to keep it secret. So now coming in this way. Now my question is coming. Why Raya Ramananda fainted? Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss.
Tomorrow the program is at the same time. Currently? 4. Sorry, it's early.
Tomorrow early. Next day our flight also.
Very early. Apologies. Thank you everyone for coming.
Tomorrow will come very early.
Yeah.
And finish should be
early.
7 o'clock.
We will. Just get it while I have your attention. There's many books at the front also. Please take advantage of them. If you don't have a copy, please feel free to ask for one and support Maharaja's travels and tours and preaching in that way. There's a new book called Upakyan Upadeshamrita. There are stories from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. And also there's books online which you can get from Indira Didi. She's holding up some cards. You can get the link from her. So don't miss out. You have today and tomorrow.